Episode 22. We made it, boys. 22. Nobody thought we'd ever get this far. Hello.
We're deuce, baby.
We're the three ugly mugs. I'm Johnny B. You see him. That's Matt Fernandez. What's up, buddy?
What up, man? I like how you think that we have so many doubters. I think people are like, yeah, I think they could do that. They'll get into the 20s.
They're qualified.
Yeah, they're fine.
I was talking to my inner self. That guy below us is John
Your own
J.
subconscious.
Murray. I know. What's up, John J?
Hey, I'm fresh off of breaking my losing streak, gambling. So I'm in a good mood. I was on a months-long losing streak, and I didn't quite break even, but I actually won some bets. So I was excited. No football last week, so I went to the horse track, bet on some real athletes.
Right? Yeah, definitely no doping and cheating in that sport.
Yeah, 100%. That is like not completely run by the mafia.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you I used to deal poker at the horse track up there in Tampa, and the first day I was there, I'm sitting in the break room, and the poker room shared the break room with all the other employees.
With the horses? Like
no,
there's horses walking in and like getting a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Johnny. These horses can talk.
Somebody refill the Dr. Pepper. No, but this trainer comes in, and she's looking all sad, and she sits down at the table I'm at. And I go, what's going on? And she goes, we just had a mare break her leg. We have to put her down. And she's looking at me, and I was like, we? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm getting ready to
put in the job description.
Are we starting the podcast with a horse murder?
Yeah, dude. Right? We don't have rules here.
I'm on board. I'm just checking. I'm making sure this is what we're doing.
I didn't go through with it. I told the lady, I go, look, it's my first day. I'm just dealing Texas Hold'em. You go shoot the fucking horse. I'm not doing it. Yeah,
she just puts a pistol in your hand. Like, wait, what?
What would she have done if I'd have just pulled a 45 out? I was like, I've been waiting for this day my whole fucking life, and just walk out of the room. Yeah, it was weird.
I guess you get some horse trainer vibes in you.
I look like somebody that'll shoot a horse. I'm married to.
I don't know. I don't know why she's walking up to the poker dealer.
So did she shoot the horse?
I don't think so. I think
somebody did.
Maybe
somebody did.
They have some sort of horse Kevorkian that works there when that kind of shit happens.
And they probably don't shoot it either. They probably just give it like an injection. If we're getting real sad about this shit, it just slips away real slow.
Oh my
That's
God.
one of the sports I'm going to cover one of these weeks is like in England. I forget what it's called, but England has this crazy horse race every year where they just put like 40 horses on the track and there's like obstacles and shit. And then they just all run into each other and get hurt and a bunch of them die. It's atrocious.
That's what you do with your like shitty horse.
Yeah.
Like your non-studs.
Oh no. That's sad. Yeah. They lose 2 races in a row. And you're like, well, now you're going to battle to the death. Fuck piece of shit.
Horse gladiator.
Horse fights.
Yeah. Loser is Burger King Whoppers. There you are, friends.
Oh God.
Do you remember that a few years ago they found horse meat in like a bunch of Burger Kings, and nobody even batted an eye. People were like, "Yeah, no, man, they're 2 for $5. What the fuck do you want?"
Turns out horse meat is delicious.
Who cares?
Flame broil it.
Yeah, anything flame broiled is
it's
good.
Tasty.
It's funny how we pick and choose what meat is like acceptable. You're like, because why are horses more valuable than a cow? You know what I mean?
I feel comfortable making those decisions for myself.
I mean, I don't give a shit, dude. You know what I mean? Like
honestly, like if you served me a horse on a nice tray,
yes,
with like a nice sauce,
if it's prepared well.
If it's prepared well, I don't really care what it is. I'll eat
it.
I'll eat
Smoke
a human being.
There,
I know we were getting there eventually. We were gonna get there.
All right, we're not even 5 minutes in.
I will put an apple in John's mouth.
Out of the 3 of us, I don't think I'm the tastiest. Okay,
that's fair. That's a fair point.
I mean, I will be the most marbled, but I'm also kind of old and probably a little stringy at this point too. The meat.
You're a bit tough. A bit
yeah,
tough.
A little bitter.
What are we drinking, Johnny? You still doing dry January over there?
No, it's over, buddy. I've been drunk
what do
twice. I didn't have any beer stock, so I took a little lemonade and put a little bit of a Jim Beam in here. So we're good.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Tennessee Lynchburg lemonade. Hell
That's
yeah,
a horse track drink right there.
Mm-hmm. Fancy lady. What are you drinking?
Oh, the always popular Florida man, Cigar City. Tall.
Good
it's
shit.
literally one of my favorite beers. It's my favorite Cigar City beer for sure.
Mine too. Yeah. good.
I had to go all the way to Mexico to get this because you can't get it here anymore. So I flew to Mexico this morning, and then I got a Pacifico just for the show. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Better hope Trump doesn't hear this shit.
Yeah, I
Drink
think
it
my
fast. It's
passport's
getting
revoked.
deported. Yes.
Not in Trump's America.
Yeah, swim through the Gulf of America to get to that fucking beer, baby.
I do like a good Pacifico though. That was they used to not have it here, and when I lived out in California, I tried it for the first time, and just great beer. It goes good with like tacos or burgers. Or
Good
whatever.
beach beer for sure.
Yeah, great beach beer.
Yeah.
It's like a beach. It's like a Corona that if you like put like
Corona's
flavor.
trash, dude. Yeah.
If you put,
Corona
like
sucks.
good flavor into
It does. It does taste like 20-year-old party fuck boy. That's what Corona tastes like. Like I'm just a fuck boy in Ybor trying to fuck some. Put a lime in it. There's so many piss germs on that lime they put in your stupid beer, and they stick it in with their thumb. Hey, you want a lime in it? Ugh. Now you got whore germs. Yeah, no, good.
Yeah, I usually pass on the fruit unless it's like already in there. If they ask, I say no.
Unless it's an actual gay guy. I had a classic.
Just go ahead and spit in my beer for me, please.
Yeah. Just dip your dick in it, please, friend. I had a classic beer the other day that you can never go wrong with. A Fat Tire. I just love a good ice cold Fat Tire. That's a good beer.
Yeah, New Belgium out of Austin, Texas.
Very good.
I think that's their most popular beer, but they do have a lot of other good stuff. If you go to Austin, you gotta get the big flight and try a bunch of different shit.
Did I ever tell you when I drank all of the Fat Tire at a bar in Katy, Texas in one weekend?
You did. You told that story in the podcast already.
It's pretty fun. Yeah. I think I'm fathering a Mexican baby in Katy, Texas too. So.
Well, congratulations.
Not in Trump's America. He's gonna fucking hate this episode.
He's gonna send half my baby home.
Don't even mention the name. If you accidentally say it, I feel like it knocks you down in the YouTube algorithm.
No way. Not if
you're
you
right.
Praise him. Not if you're like Trump's the greatest.
No.
Maybe.
All hail the great overlord.
I feel like any
Rumble. You
politics
gotta go to
at
Rumble
all
for
is
that.
going to knock us down.
You think
in
so?
The algorithm.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Seriously.
Yeah, Rumble's Trump. YouTube is not. So yeah, fuck that guy. Am I right, YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but I know the last couple episodes of my other podcast, I've said some stuff, and they were like, "This breaks." What did it say? It breaks rules for campaign. Something or another.
Right,
like I was campaigning for something. I'm like, no, I just was talking about the news.
Kamala 2028. Let's do it.
Oh no,
No, sir.
No, I can't do that one either.
Help. No, none of that will
Damn
help.
it.
Have you Democrats learned anything? We got to revamp it. We got to get better candidates out there. God damn it! Like we got to figure this shit out, man.
We have to name younger, hotter. What about if I just start talking about how awesome Taylor Swift is?
Now that will
Will that
work.
bring us up?
That'll
Huh?
bring
Billie
us up.
Eilish. She's a
Speaking of Taylor
talent.
Swift,
I like that she dresses like me in 1998.
It's the
Yes.
third annual Taylor Swift Bowl. This year it is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and the Swifties are out there in force. I've seen.
Are we
a lot of
talking
Taylor
sports
Swift
finally? That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, I think-
kind of.
No, I'm hoping the Taylor Swift stuff will
That's a good idea. No, I like it.
would erase the other stuff.
Yeah.
Travis
I'm
Kelce,
hoping-
he's playing.
He's playing, yeah. Like I'm hoping let's say go Chiefs a bunch of times, and then that'll erase the cannibalism part of the.
I mean,
show
this
and the
this
algorithm.
podcast should be 90% Super Bowl talk because it's happening in a couple of days, and
Yes.
we'll be in post Super Bowl with the next podcast next week. So, yeah, I mean, we should
Johnny,
be
you
Super Bowl
can't
heavy.
join us post Super Bowl because you're. I think we talked about this before. On
Unless
a
I
separate
could
episode.
stream in from the Caribbean somewhere.
I'm
you know?
not guessing.
Would you really want to do that?
Yeah, do you want
depends
to
on what
interrupt your
time.
vacation?
I'm going to Costa Rica in May. I will not be streaming in.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be covered in Costa Rican horrors.
I'm going to be just. And I'm going to be covered in my wife. Thank you very much.
I don't know any other reason to go to Costa Rica. So you're taking your wife? Wow, that's
What are
crazy.
they? Beaches, volcanoes,
Well, how do you
sloths,
know-
sloths,
how do you know his-
anteaters.
How do you know his wife isn't also?
And
a
also,
Christian
I mean,
horse?
you know, Costa
Yeah.
Rican women don't hurt. It's not like, ugh.
Yeah, kidnappers, just keep doing fucking all the cool stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe,
come on, they're
maybe
like
Katie
5'3".
wants some horse. Who knows?
You're going to be adorable.
Oh my god! Get in the van.
We
You're
don't want to rob you.
I don't want to get
Pick
in
him
the
up
van.
and put him in my
Okay.
pocket.
Never
All
mind.
right, we're off the rails again. But anyway, fucking Travis Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs are facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday in New Orleans, and it seems pretty exciting. When was the last time there was a Super Bowl in New Orleans?
I mean, usually about every 4 or 5 years.
New Orleans is a pretty popular one.
Yeah, because it's a party town, and it's usually pretty decent weather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's not snowing.
12 years ago, really?
A while, yeah.
Damn, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, that's not the only thing they take into consideration. It's also like hotel accommodations and the airport's got to be handy.
A tourist-friendly city.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we stayed there, we stayed at a hotel that was exactly halfway between the French Quarter and the Superdome. So, and it was a really nice hotel, and it was fucking cheap too. So, it's definitely a good place to go for a Super Bowl.
I used to go twice a year, and I went with like 4 buddies, and we'd go. One of the times we'd always go when the Bucks play the Saints every year, the away game. We'd go to that game, and then we'd usually book something like 6 months out or something like that. And I usually do comedy. This is like before Katrina. I would go down there and I would find a comedy show and then just hang out. But one of my buddies had a hookup at a hotel on Bourbon Street. So we were like, had a balcony over Bourbon Street and all that. And we'd all chip in. It was like $300 a piece for like 5 days, like really, really good price. And, get up there, get some beads, and, to the ladies, the beads, So
you did Mardi Gras?
We never were there for Mardi Gras, I didn't realize every weekend's kind of like it though.
Yeah, no, like Mardi Gras. No. So Fat Tuesday is the big one.
Yeah, dude, Mardi Gras is
actually a full month.
Yeah.
So there's a parade every single day for a month.
Well, maybe we were there for a little bit of it then, because I know there was one night where
people don't realize how long it is.
Yeah.
And we had like 10 girls from Tulane like up in our hotel on the balcony with us, and we were throwing beads, and it was just so many boobies and so many beads.
Woo girls?
Huh?
Woo girls, where they just go woo.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw
the woo girl. Yeah,
boobs. I never heard the woo girl thing. No.
You never heard woo?
I just figured out what a Foo Fighter was.
You're talking about 1997, motherfucker?
Way to go, John.
Yeah. Good thing you're married, dude. Hi, you guys look like a bunch of woo girls.
Well, I wouldn't
what
say
are y'all
that
doing,
girls.
little woo girls? You got anybody want a drink?
Oh,
woo!
Oh,
girls.
Anyway, I saw some women's thick breasts. And, I've been to 2 Mardi Gras, both fantastic.
Silky,
just
milky.
A lot of like moms.
I skipped
a lot of moms who you can tell like just kicked their daughters out of the house. Like their daughters just turned 18, and the moms were like, "Let's all get together and let's go fucking show our big fucking milky mom tits for beats."
You're like, it's in New Orleans. You're like, their daughters just turned 18, so they're 32, and they're ready to party, baby. Yeah.
The only titty parade I've ever been to was Gasparilla. That was the only one.
It's not like that anymore. When I was a kid, tits everywhere at Gasparilla.
It used to be that way. When I was,
and then they started arresting them. Cock blockers.
Why would they? Well, I mean, they're not at the kids' parade, right? I mean, like I could see
it was a regular.
Taking your tits out for beads at the kids' parade.
I would respect it. I would
too.
Strong move.
I'd be like, power move. She's the alpha.
As long as they have like smiley face pasties on, for the kids, you're like, oh, look at that. It's got a little fucking Dora Explorer
stickers of Bluey on each
yes.
tit.
Yeah. A little Bob the Builder titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Gasparilla used to be wild, and the night parade was all boobs, dude. And now even the night
that's
parade,
the one I went to.
They'll arrest them. Like they're not, even in Ybor, you can't even pull your tatas out. It's
I had to do research for that history show at the museum about Gasparilla, and we're down in 2019 there were 400 arrests, and then last year there was only like 50. We're getting boring. We're getting lame. Get out there, stab someone. Go to Gasparilla next year. Whip those tits out.
Yeah, rape a chicken, lick a shoe.
No, hey,
what?
Whoa!
What? It's Ybor.
I feel like rape's gonna hurt us on the algorithm.
Damn it!
If you want to sponsor the 3 Ugly Ones,
that should have got us a Popeye sponsorship right there. Sorry.
We're way off. We're way out in left field. We're just talking about New
Bowl,
Orleans at this point.
What
but
Super Bowl number are we at?
We've
Because I
completely
can't-
lost track of the Super Bowl.
What's
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
59.
number?
We're Super Bowl 59.
I can't
Super
do
Bowl licks because it licks my
I can't do
fucking
the Greek
balls.
letters. I can't do the Greek numbers. I can't. I don't understand them. Yeah.
Yeah, give it. Well, I don't know why they're still doing that. Roman numeral.
Are we even allowed to say Super Bowl? Do we have to call it?
Al. We've been
Oh,
saying
big game. The
Superb
big-
Do we have to
Al.
call it the super game? The super
game.
duper
No,
game.
I looked it up. We can say it. We just can't like title our episode that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We can't use it for promotional purposes, so
Really?
we can discuss it. Yeah.
Yeah, I said Super Bowl on air, and then somebody goes, "Yeah, we're not allowed to use that on air." And I was like, "I was talking about what I eat cereal with." I'm fat.
I think the reason we're not excited to talk about the Super Bowl, James, is because
Who gives a shit?
nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want anyone to win.
Yeah, we hate both teams a lot.
I don't care. Like, I mean, I hate the Eagles, but I also just don't want to see the Chiefs succeed anymore.
Right. You know what? And this is how I'm going by how I'm rooting for this game. It's individual players, right? I hate both franchises, right? I probably hate the Eagles franchise more than I hate the Chiefs franchise.
Oh, for sure.
Like most people, I don't want to see the Chiefs win again because they're like the modern day New England Patriots. So fuck them. We're tired of them. But so I start looking at individual players. Who has more annoying players? So I think the Chiefs had the more annoying players. Like, I don't want to see fucking Kermit the Frog win, right?
Yeah, I just gotta take Jesus first, first and foremost, my Jesus Christ, my Lord, my Savior, and of course my fat fucking 80-year-old coach who's breaking the rules of physics, being 400 pounds and old, and also my players, my teammates, and it's just so good.
And then you got fucking Travis Kelce, who's just a douche. You see, he got a big fine for taunting on the last game. He does
What
that
did he
every
do?
game. He's a douche. After they scored a touchdown, he like
Yeah, who
ran.
cares?
Who gives a
He
shit?
ran up in the face of people talking shit. He's one of these guys that turns real hood when he's on the field for some reason. Like off the field, he's
He
like,
definitely. The kids call it code switching.
yeah.
He used to like have a black girlfriend and like a tight fade,
Oh,
and
yeah,
now he's
yeah.
like a country music artist. I don't know. He's like,
Yeah.
he switches. Yeah, for sure.
When he's on the podcast with Jason, they have a real popular podcast. He's talking like, yeah, it's really good to get out there and play the game. Blah, blah. And then he's on the field. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, what's up, dog? Caught that shit in your face, son. I'm like, okay, Travis, are you okay? Yeah, yeah. Fuck that guy. I wonder if he ever gets ghetto with
that
Taylor.
kind of shit doesn't bother me. I like.
No, I
fucking-
I
like
understand.
trash
I
talk.
get it.
Understand
Yeah.
it.
It's
but-
fine, but he's a douche.
No, but I mean, most of those fucking guys.
Do you remember
are.
when?
I don't think any of them are good people.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year when they were getting ready? I think they were getting ready to play Baltimore, and the kicker for Baltimore was like warming up, and Mahomes is like, "You're in our area" or whatever, and the guy's just like, "I'm just kicking the ball this way."
The kicker for Baltimore. You mean the new rapist?
Yes, that guy.
Justin Tuck. Yeah,
Yes.
Justin Tucker.
I didn't even
Hucking
hear about
that
Oh
dick.
yeah, man. He was doing the exact same shit as Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, pulling his
Christ.
dick out for massage girls.
Pull his dick out, yeah, for masseuses.
Well, before we get into the fun stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so he was out there practicing his kicks, and then Mahomes said something to him, and he goes, "Guys, I'm just over here kicking." So then fucking Kelsey goes over there and just like starts taking his balls and walking away with them like a bully, like a fucking bully. You're gonna pick on a kicker, and the whole fucking world saw it, and it was like, what a dick face, dude. Like he just looks like a giant dick face. Like, you want to pick on a kicker? Why don't you go fucking do that to Ray Lewis or something, you douchebag? Yeah, like,
Yeah, just get fucking shanked.
yeah, get in a limo, see what happens, boy.
But it turns out, hey, Justin Tucker, also not a great guy. So,
Yeah.
who was the hero? Who was the villain?
Yeah, maybe Travis.
Hey man,
is,
has
the
he been
hero that we
proven
need.
guilty? Has this guy been proven guilty, or is these allegations? Because you're innocent until proven guilty, Matt.
I guess.
All I know is that I'm on the side of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Because, I mean, it's not like there's a history of athletes being fucking sexually inappropriate or anything.
I'm rooting for the Eagles, and I hate to even say it out loud, but
Really?
I'm doing it for Saquon only. I like if
Saquon,
have
I do want to see Saquon of all the players in the game
Yes.
get a championship. Yeah.
I looked at character of both teams, and the person I like the most as a player is Saquon Barkley. He's a good guy. He runs his fucking ass off. Madden just went and updated the game to
Yeah,
put
I
in
sent
the
that to you.
fucking backward. Yeah, they put in the backwards fucking hurdle just because of him. It's
Yeah, it
fucking
was so
nuts.
cool that they added it into Madden as a move that can be done.
Yeah.
mean,
I would
he
turn
is-
my game off.
Like he was already good for the Giants, but we had no idea. He wasn't even scratching the surface of how good he is until he got on a better team. He is fucking dumb. Like that last playoff game, first play, he just goes, Hey, the whole team, the whole stadium knew they were pitching the ball to him, and nobody could do anything about it. He goes, yeah, I'm just going to run for 70 yards. I'll see you at the end zone. Fuck off. And he just, boom, gone. Like, then what do you have, like 190 yards for the game? He's ridiculous. He might be,
like 3 big ones.
He might be the best running back in the history of the game. If he keeps playing like this
will definitely be one of the best seasons. He's about to break Terrell Davis's record for. He only needs 30 yards.
I mean, he's got a great
for the most yards in a
line
season
as well.
and postseason combined.
Like the dudes blocking for him. Like also,
the Eagles
seem
do have
like
a
fucking
badass
Jesus.
offensive line
like
for
they
sure.
seem like geniuses. Like the blocks that they're putting out there for him.
Even without Jason Kelsey, like everyone thought that would hurt them, but they look just as good as they did last year. They've had a good offensive line.
Those guards and tackles like Mailata and those guys are fucking just Lane Johnson. They're evil, nasty big boys. You know, I mean, back to the Bucks who aren't playing right now. They also have like probably a top 5 offensive line that they built like overnight, like within like 2 seasons, and it means the world. I mean, that's why you have Bucky Irving running like he did, and
100%.
and Baker having the passing stats that he did. You have to have a good offensive line. If you go back and look at every Super Bowl team that's ever won, they've had at the very least an above average offensive line, but the really good Super Bowl teams got studs in the trenches, and both teams.
Tristan Wirfs could just kind of like play the rest of his career and like be good, not even be great, just be good, and he's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
He has to.
He's already got a Super Bowl. He's already All Pro at both sides. He's already made the Pro Bowl every year. Like if he makes a few more Pro Bowls, he'll definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
I like that he's got a hot, thick ass wife too. You know what I mean?
I've never seen his wife. Interesting.
Yeah, she's a thick one, dude. I like that. Allstott used to have one of those too. Hell yeah, dude.
Now I'm like intrigued.
She's like,
I want to stop the podcast and like fucking find this lady.
She's like hot, but looked like she could play guard for the fucking female league. You know what I mean?
Like a softball player.
Yeah, bro.
Softball shoulders.
Give me that all day long over a Taylor Swift. All day. Give me a girl who looks like she could pull a fucking wagon if you need her to. You know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, dude. She's hot. And they got a beautiful baby too, so good for them.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Anyway,
back to football.
I'm like, what is this hot
like,
fucking
where's this
wife?
going?
Where's this hot thick wife?
Sorry, dude.
Like I thought we were gonna get a picture or something.
I know.
Bothwell, Google thick Latina.
Just look up.
Thick Latinas in
Thick
your area.
Latina wife.
No, she's not Latina at all. She's blonde.
Oh no! Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no. Look her up. Look up Tristan Wirfs' wife.
I do like all those softball and like volleyball chicks. Definitely.
My son's mom, 6'1", fucking college softball player.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
She was 6'1".
Yeah, that's why Zane's 6'6". Yeah, that's
wow.
why.
No, I know he's tall, but I didn't know she was that tall. Damn.
When I met her, I was working in a bar, and I told my bouncer the first day I met her, she was like all over me, and I told my bouncer, I said, I'm gonna put a baby in that big old bitch, and I did. Yeah. I said, that's a breeder. I called her a breeder. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah.
That's just like good genetic like choice. Like it
Yes!
doesn't matter if you love her. Like just find a huge woman and put a huge human being onto this planet.
Johnny wanted to raise an NFL player, but instead he turned out that he was like too smart to want to play football.
Yeah, he could have went to any college he wanted to. And he's like, I want to be a doctor. I'm like, fuck, I want you to get CTE and make me proud. You know, fuck. Damn it. Oh well.
Anyway,
he's a
rooting,
chemist.
So you're rooting for the Eagles. Are you rooting for the Chiefs?
No, I'm still rooting for the Chiefs if I have to, because I
I'm
still
saying.
will always hate. I don't think Philadelphia fans are responsible enough to have joy. Like they don't know how that. They're just not used to the feeling. Like if you've ever been to Philadelphia, those people are miserable on a daily basis. And if you give them that kind of rush of happiness, they end up like climbing poles and fucking flipping over cop cars because they don't know how to process it.
Matt, if they win, they kill themselves on accident.
Did you see? There's a video of a guy climbing a pole after the win last week, and he falls on.
Oh, he died.
He died. Yeah, he dies. Yeah,
he bashed his head in.
It's something. I mean. It's probably a miserable person statistically, but I mean, I'm not sure it's a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
I just saw video after video of people being like, "Is that what someone firing a gun?" It was just people shooting guns in a crowd of people.
When Philadelphia feels pride, they turn into goddamn Fallujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even Penn State was the same way. Like they would win a championship and flip over all the fucking cars around the stadium.
You're saying it's a Pennsylvania thing?
It's a Pennsylvania thing.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say even Penn State, their defensive coordinator would just start raping all the kids. You know what I mean? Is that bad for the algorithm?
I'm not egging. Yeah, I'm not egging you on.
We won the
I
Big
want
Ten.
egg.
Now give me 10 big
Pennsylvanians, they just
10-year-olds.
don't know how to be happy.
Nope.
Someone gets raped. Someone dies.
His idea of Big Ten was like the 10 hottest kids in the neighborhood. Yeah. Get them to the basement, baby. We're winning again. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Too soon? Not too soon?
Oh, God. Well, you guys want to get into Super Bowl prop bets since we're talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You wanna
First of all,
you want to jump into the parlay and just do that now while we're already talking about the Super Bowl?
Fine with me.
can we check James in the background? When's the last time a Super Bowl was this closely matched up? Because it's a 1-point spread.
Yeah.
Chiefs are favored by 1 point, so it's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
But usually
Yeah,
it's at least
coin
a
toss.
4 point spread on these games. But this is on paper it looks like it could be a really, really good game. So
Also, still waiting on that thick, spicy Latina.
Well, hold your horses, fuck's sake. I'll check out the.
I know Johnny said she's not a Latina, but now I feel like I need to see a thick,
I'll check
spicy
out the bet
Latina.
sheet.
Just
Hold on.
just any hot, thick Spanish bitch. Bring her up.
she's not a Latina at all. Oh yeah.
Oh, she's
No.
pretty.
That's
All right. No,
that's
I don't.
before the baby. Show her now. She got baby weight on her, baby.
Yeah, she's a corn-fed white bitch, dude. Like,
Yeah,
she
she-
is,
yeah.
like,
do not
No,
go
she is a white woman. You do not
Yeah.
disrespect
Yeah.
Tristan Wirth's wife on
she's
this show.
corn-fed as
Murder all
fuck,
of
bro.
us.
She eats cornflakes every morning and an ear of corn every night, dude.
Oh, my
she,
God.
She is corn-fed.
Tristan
I think
Wirth,
she's
the
lovely.
views of James Bothwell do not reflect those of the
Fight
three
him.
of
I'll
them.
give you his address, bro.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Just, for the love of God.
What happened to our thing? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go. That poor little Sandusky victim in this picture.
Don't
What happened?
don't you associate me with that foolishness.
Gonna drop Johnny out of here real quick. Put him
You
in timeout.
You remember after that happened, there's a baseball announcer with the same name, and he's like, "I'm not changing." He had a baseball voice, like he did like national games. His name's Jerry Sandusky, and people were interviewing. They're like, "Are you going to change your name now?" Because he goes, "No, I'm not going to change my name. It's my name, and I'm keeping it." And I haven't seen him on a game since. Nobody's going to hire that
Should
guy.
have changed your name, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jerry Sunshine.
Go by your middle name. It's all good, man. I sent him to Bothwell, but I have so many. Do you have any parlays in yet? You have to put them in.
I
'cause
sent
you're
him
leaving,
2
right?
of mine. I sent him the 2 I got in so far, but I'm going to put
Okay.
probably a dozen more in before I leave.
I have one really easy one. It's actually a prop bet on the Hard Rock, and I think it's a fun one. It's Travis Kelce to score the first touchdown and Devontae Smith to score the second touchdown, which
Ooh.
I don't think is like crazy.
No.
But $5 will get you $500. So I
Nice.
mean
So that's
that's
just two legs?
just two legs, and that's the first 2 touchdowns. You're calling that's hard. I mean you're calling the first 2 touchdowns
First
of-
touch- so
for
what
each team.
You put
I
it
actually-
in what? First touchdown and second touchdown.
No, it's its own. If you go to game,
it's its
if you
own
go to the
parlay,
Hard
okay.
Rock app and you go to game lines, there's NFL specials. There's a
Oh,
whole
okay.
bunch of crazy shit. There's one that's just no touchdown. I put $1 on that because if you put $1 down, you get $2.50 if no one scores a touchdown.
Has that ever happened?
It had just happened not that long ago. The
Yeah.
Rams and somebody.
It was like 9-3 or some dumb
Yeah, it was
shit.
9-3. It was terrible. And these,
You'd be
they're
very
both
proud.
they're both really good defenses. I don't know why my camera just zoomed all the way.
That was
I'm not-
wild, dude. Let's get it.
Give it a
bro.
give it a hand motion.
Oh, did I?
You triggered it. Yeah.
Oh, what if you weren't wearing pants? That would have been.
Yeah. It was just his dick's out. Yeah. I don't know how to work. I don't know how to work the hand motion.
That's
thing
interesting.
yet.
No,
like
I-
it just
all right.
happens
Oh,
sometimes.
I'll keep my hand down. Okay.
You raise your hand, it fucking zooms out, and it's just a fucking Hello Kitty fucking doll on your naked lap.
It's for like if you're like trying to record yourself on stage, you can change the shots while you're actually on stage.
Sure,
doing
because this
stand-up.
won't look weird while I'm on stage.
See, it just followed you.
You're doing crowd work. You're like, anyway, what are you, a fucking magician?
I think the safest bet if you're just looking for a good prop bet
Yeah.
is Travis Kelce over on receptions because he's only 3 receptions away from passing Jerry Rice for the most receptions in Super Bowl history. So he's definitely going to get up. He's going to get targets. So I think the Travis Kelce over would be my safest bet if you're looking for good parlays.
One of the bets I'm gonna put in that I haven't done yet, and just because it's one of those, if it happens, you're gonna get paid, is I'm gonna put Kenny Pickett over 2 touchdowns, just in case Hurts gets hurt in the first quarter, because he's been kind of banged up. Could you imagine if Kenny Pickett comes in and becomes an MVP of the Super Bowl? Didn't that happen?
That is such a far stretch, dude.
I know. It's like
you need so many things to happen.
You're losing more money covering, like hedging your bets. You're losing way more money hedging your bets than you would if you just
also
your bet.
Who's the dork for the Eagles that did the Philly special? He was a backup.
Do you know how hard it is to hurt Jalen Hurts? That dude is put together. He's stacked, dude.
He missed the game three games ago.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's
all
tough.
right. Let me tell you the 2 parlays I got in, and these are you'll be proud. It's a 2-leg and a 4-leg.
Don't bring up Nick Foles. He was the starter going into the Super Bowl. Shut up, Bothwell.
Yeah, I'm just saying. At one point, though. All right, this one right here, I think is very plausible. $3 will win me $153. I need Saquon Barkley to score 2 touchdowns, and I need Hollywood Brown to score 2 touchdowns. If that happens, you know what I mean? I think Hollywood Brown might be the sleeper of this game. Like, everybody's talking about Worthy being the guy that's going to catch all the passes for KC, but Hollywood Brown he hasn't been this healthy in 2 years, and he is a speedster, so he's liable to cut loose for a couple big ones. The other one I got 4-leg. I also like this one too. I got the Eagles to win. Barkley anytime touchdown, Worthy anytime touchdown, and Jake Elliott, one of the only kickers that isn't raping people, to get more than to get at least 2 field goals.
The Jake Elliott over is a nice one too. I have that on a couple parlays.
Yeah, so that right there, that's $12 to win 156. So
I expect it to be a slow game, because if the Eagles come out and try and like get in a shootout with Patrick Mahomes, they deserve to win, and I don't think they would do that. I think they're going to feed Saquon Barkley, and they'll try and slow the pace down. They'll try and hold the ball. They'll do some quarterback runs. So I think any rushing overs for the Eagles are going to be pretty strong.
I don't think Kansas City's had a shootout with anybody this year. They don't just score points.
They can, like, they just proved it against the Bills.
They
can drop 30 points on you real quick.
They do long sustaining drives with little short passes and running game themselves. But
with Hollywood, I mean, you're right. Hollywood, I do like the Hollywood bets. Like, I do think he's going to have a good game.
Yeah, I think that they're going to come out and try to surprise them with that. I think they're going to go play action in the first quarter and try to hit. They have Worthy, they have Brown, they have
Pacheco's healthy too, which hasn't been the case for a while.
Yeah, so and I think they want to. I think they kind of want to entertain people too. They want to win that third one, so they want to get a big lead right away, because the Eagles crumble when they're down. Like, the Bucks beat the crap out of them early in the season, and that's how you do it.
Jalen Hurts can't throw you back into a game. He's not that guy.
You get on them in the first quarter, and you take Saquon out of the equation, because if you're down by 21, you can't just keep handing the ball off. I mean, I guess with him you can, but either way, you got to make him change your game plan. If it's close and you got Saquon Barkley, you're still running the same game plan. So yeah, Kansas City's going to come out slinging.
And answer your question about the last time the betting line was this close to the Super Bowl. It was 2 years ago when the Chiefs played the Eagles. The Chiefs were favored by one.
Son of a bitch!
God damn it, man!
Yeah,
that's
Great question, Johnny.
Great question. Shitty answer.
So stupid.
I mean, I get it, because they probably are the 2 best teams. Like, it's hard to root for them because
we don't like them.
They just were used to seeing them succeed, and also, I mean, Tampa fans, you know why you hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
Donovan McNabb. If you were there in the early 2000s, you know why we hate the Eagles.
Well, it's just, I think most teams, like, I think especially if you're in the NFC East, like, that is everybody. There's not a person that lives in Texas or New York, that are DC that doesn't despise the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, they just hate them. So yeah, they suck, dude. Like, their people suck. Their fans suck. I love to see him fall.
I even like the players, but
I do. I like Saquon, and I want him to win more than anyone. But I hate everything else about your team and your city.
The only Eagles team that I really like, even though I despise their fans, that late 80s, early 90s Buddy Ryan coach team with
Randall Cunningham Eagles.
Yeah. And they had
Reggie White, dude. Hell
yes. And they had that dope green that they bring back once in a while. Like they looked good, dude. And they played their ass. They were rough. They played that Buddy Ryan was the defensive coordinator for the Bears when they had like their badass defense. So they ran that same like friggin' 6'2", just brick wall defense with just big mean motherfuckers. Jerome Brown, who grew up, I believe, in Spring Hill and died in a car wreck, but playing side by side with Reggie White. I mean, just a nasty team, man. Yeah, fucking Harold Carmichael, fucking big ass wide receiver. Like they were badass, dude. I like that Eagles team. And then after that era, fuck them all. You know, fuck them.
I don't have an opinion from them before Donovan McNabb.
Yeah,
I did like Randall Cunningham. He was the OG rushing quarterback. He was the prototype.
Yeah, dude.
So I do have respect for him. And obviously Reggie is Reggie.
I got a pretty fun parlay. Parlay. We got a Kelsey anytime first quarter touchdown and Barkley anytime first quarter touchdown.
Oh, you found the game specials.
Yeah,
those are fun, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, so $10 for that gets you $260.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
And
bet
that
I'm
sounds
kind of
right.
bet I'm
That
looking
sounds
for.
like it could definitely happen.
It's got some meat on it. Yeah, dude.
The only thing that worries me about that, I feel like, and I noticed this with a lot of games in the NFL this year, like the first quarter just seems like to be this feeling out like session. Nobody's scoring shit in the first quarter. But like we just talked about 5 minutes ago, I think they're going to come out slinging in this one. So you'll probably get the Kelsey one, and maybe they have still enough time on the clock for Barkley to get down there. He only needs one play, so that's actually not a bad bet. I might.
That's true. Barkley could bet really. Barkley could score really quick.
That could be 1 or 2 runs for him. Yeah.
Especially if there's a turnover. Like if something happens, a little strip sack, and you give the Eagles good field position after they score with Kelsey or something weird like that. There's a lot of things that play into it that can make that parlay happen fast. I saw rushing for the quarterbacks. What did you think about that? Because I saw the line for that. I don't know. I think Mahomes can pull. I think his over under is 51. If I'm not mistaken.
Rushing.
Yeah.
No way. That's way too high. If that's what it is, I'm going way under that.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Jalen Hurts was at.
What did he say?
51?
Maybe I got it backwards.
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I mean, I'm sure we have a producer in the background that's doing it as we speak.
It's also change. It's also change. Like James just looked up the parlay that I just bet, and it's already paying less than it did 60 seconds ago.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bro, you put money on it. Yeah, it's like an investment. The more you put in it, just.
I wish we could make the bets that FanDuel's got, but here in Florida we can only use a Hard Rock
you
app.
Can't do FanDuel.
No, you can do. They do it on
fantasy, but you can't do bets.
Yeah, no, they do it on the fantasy app. If you do the DraftKings fantasy app, you can do them. You can do how will the national anthem go over or under like 2 minutes, and what color will the Gatorade be? All those goofy ones.
I saw it's even more intricate now. They have like the word, how long will he hold, and it's John Batiste singing it. How long will he hold the word brave in the national anthem? And the over under is 3.5 seconds. Yeah. And there's also what temperature will it be at the stadium at kickoff? It's so stupid. Like,
isn't it just set on a thermostat?
Yeah, they're in a dome.
No, I think
it's going to be 72
no,
degrees.
It's outside. It's at the airport.
Outside. It's like always 73 degrees.
31 rushing yards. That sounds better. Thank you, Bothwell.
Oh, okay. Is it? Yeah, 31. So that's more like it. Maybe it's Hurts. It's like 38 or 40, something like that.
50 is way too much. 50 is like a really good rushing quarterback.
31.
I'm saying, 31 is still like I would take the under on that.
38.
38. I would take the over on that. Interesting.
Thanks, James. Yeah, that is interesting. Well, that's 38 brotherly shoves. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city of brotherly shoves.
Yeah.
That dude squats a car. He can take off whenever he wants.
I like the fact that I'll be on the cruise watching it like they're going to be showing it in one of their big rooms or whatever. I had this discussion on my radio show today on 102.5 The Bone in Tampa. Like if it's a team that I'm invested in, like when the Bucks are in the Super Bowl, or if it's like somebody I really want to pay attention to, I don't like Super Bowl parties because it's distractions. Everybody's talking. Nobody gives a shit about anything but the commercials. It's just blah, 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 blah. But if it's but if it's two teams that, whatever, I got some parlays set in or whatever, then I don't mind being in a party setting because I'm just
to get drunk.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
We for the last time the Bucks were in 2020, me and Katie had a couple people over, like couple of her friends, and they were like, "Oh, this is boring. We wanted a good game." And I'm in the corner, fucking crip walking, like calling my dad, calling law, like fucking get out of my house.
Oh my God.
We wanted a good game. Like, fuck you, we won.
Yeah, I don't want. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a victory.
That's exactly what I did when the Bucks won when I was living in California. I was the only one wearing a Bucks jersey.
Yeah.
At a Super Bowl party, and I had to go outside and call my dad.
Nice.
I had one of my favorite stories like that when we beat the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl for the first Super Bowl with the Rondé Barber interception. I was dealing in Tunica, Mississippi for the World Poker Tour. I was there for 5 weeks, and I almost drove home to watch the playoff game with friends, but they asked me to deal the final table of like the main event, which, pays like a couple grand per dealer back then. So I was like, all right, I got to stay. So they showed the playoff game in like the movie theater inside the Gold Strike Casino in Tunica, like a big, massive screen. And then they had all this stadium food set out, and they were like, free beer for anybody who wears a jersey,
Nice.
I was the only one. Me and some guy from Ireland were wearing Bucks jerseys, and everybody else was rooting for the Eagles. Everybody else.
What's the story with this guy?
I went over and talked to him. I go, what's your deal? And and he's like, well, I'm from Ireland. I go, you're a Bucks fan? He goes, no, but I have 10 grand on the Bucks to win the Super Bowl. He said he betted at the beginning of the season.
Ooh,
so he goes,
nice.
I'm rooting for the Bucks big time. So yeah, I think he said he did it at I think it was plus 750 or something that year. So he made 75 grand on that bet. So
this was the 2020 Super Bowl, right?
And that's how you get a Bucks fan for life.
2002.
2002 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So this was when Rondé Barber. I watched Rondé Barber pick him off inside that theater in Tunica, Mississippi. I'm crying in front of like 400 people. And they're like, what's this guy's deal? I was like, wearing a Warwick Dunn jersey. Yeah, like an idiot. So
my dreams are finally coming true.
Good for that Irish guy, man.
Yeah, dude. I was happy
that's how you
for
get
him.
a fan for life.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
good. He was cool as shit too. He was like buying drinks for
Yeah,
everybody.
I feel like this is like I have to bet on. Like I had to bet on the Super Bowl. Otherwise, I would just. I don't know. I have to make it interesting. I have to make
Yes.
it like
Make it a little bit
I have
more
to put a
interesting.
fucking belt around my neck while I watch the Super Bowl.
Oh my
I have
God.
I have to David Carradine it. I need this Super Bowl to step on me and
Always
put out
use
cigarettes
a spotter,
on me.
though, Matt, okay?
Always have a buddy. But yeah, just I need something to keep me invested.
I need Robin Williams this game real quick. No, I want to put like probably 6 $5 touchdown bets on like defensive players and stuff, just so that like when I'm watching it, like I have like something to root for. Like God forbid Chris Jones picks the ball up, scoop and score, and I got 5 on him. You know what I mean? That's going to pay like
Right.
$300. So
Chris Jones versus Jalen Carter. Those are like probably two of the best defensive linemen in the league.
I love watching like a really athletic, really big ass fucking nose tackle just dominate a game. And Carter did that. Like that's another reason why I don't want to root totally against the Eagles, because I really like a couple of their players I really root for. And Carter's one of those I wanted the Bucks to draft so fucking bad, like
He's mean. He's got that mean side on him.
bad boy,
He
dude.
slapped that dude to the ground.
Yeah, he's just not fair is what he is. Like he's like, I don't need a 3 technique. I'll punch you in your mouth and I'll just kill your quarterback. It's like, yep, that's what you'll
I
do.
would like to have that. I would like the Bucks to get that. Myles Garrett would. I feel like if we
Nice
got Myles
segue.
Garrett, that'd be nice. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. Real
That
smooth.
is good. I was gonna, before we jumped into that, we were talking about it before the show, but we got to get our engagement up. So you guys, we request that you comment on all the clips and
We demand.
please. Johnny likes attention. Okay, so talk about him. Talk about how good he's looking.
Yeah.
He's on his cleanse, and then follow us on Instagram at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny Beach Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs. Remember to subscribe at youtube.com/at 3 Ugly Mugs.
Yeah, and comment on the YouTube post and comment on the Instagram. All that stuff triggers the algorithm, gets more people seeing the videos and the clips and everything else. And we have a lot more stuff coming up. John Jay's working hard behind the scenes on more clips and more long form and things like that. So
And I appreciate everybody that subscribed so far. Everybody that's like watched and already interacted with us and stuff. We totally appreciate that. And
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know how many people, Ugly Mugs listeners, came out to my last comedy show?
Like one?
No, none. But I'm saying one day.
Fuck.
One day it's going to be a
One
lot.
day.
You'll
One day
see.
they're gonna come see all three of us.
We'll get some shows going soon.
Yeah, we got some shows going for this year, so it's definitely gonna be fun. But yeah, let's jump back into the Bucks real quick.
Yeah.
Give us Myles Garrett. Give him to us.
Well, this is how this developed. Myles Garrett, and I'm not shocked, came out and told the Browns that he wants to be traded. Once that happens, like they don't have to trade him; he's under contract. But once a player says that to an owner, they have really no choice but to trade him because he could just sit out and like, you know what, fuck it, I retired. I don't want to play for you guys. You guys stink. So they're going to trade him, but they're probably going to get and they're probably going to ask for 2 number 1 draft picks, probably because he's generational. Least. He's 29 years old. He's still probably the best edge rusher in the league.
No, I mean, he's got at least 4 more years of like prime.
Yeah. He's a difference maker. You put him on a team that needs an edge rush, and nobody needs an edge rush more than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, is it worth 2 number 1 draft picks? Because because what are the chances? What are the chances?
We already have a pretty damn good team,
and I'll put that to bed. Yes, I mean we have a good team, but our defense needs some help.
Yes.
We have nothing on the edge.
My buddy Ian Beckles broke it down like this. I was watching him. He had Jay Retcher, who used to be on local Tampa Sports. They were doing a podcast together yesterday, and Ian Beckles made a good point. He said if the Bucks drafted an edge rusher in the first round of the next 2 seasons. Like even if they have number 19 pick this year, let's say they even have like a top 10 pick next year, the chances of that person hitting and being half as good as Myles Garrett is like hitting a Powerball. So if you got a chance to use those 2 picks and get Myles Garrett, you fucking go get Myles Garrett. You got him for 5 years. Even if you got him for 3 years, our window right now is still wide open. And we add a couple of pieces and one of those has to be an edge rusher. We go from being division like favorites to being a Super Bowl contender like overnight with Myles Garrett. So you got to get him.
I'm trying to find out when we drafted Joe Schreion Shoyinka because he's been
gone.
a real
5 years
disappointment.
Ago. 5
no,
years
I mean,
ago.
but like what round?
It was the beginning of the second round or
beginning of the second.
Round.
He's been such a disappointment.
Yeah,
like he looked long. He looked like a Jason Taylor build, and man, he has just been mediocre.
Well, even Yaya Diaby,
better defense. Like the record goes. Fucking. We win 3 more games. Basically.
More big plays on the defensive side.
Well, this is like a tall tale sign that your edge rush isn't good. Your top 4 pass rushers are interior linemen and a linebacker. Levante
your
David.
middle linebacker is your best pass rusher.
No, actually, it's a defensive tackle.
No, Kalijah Kancey.
Yeah. So where's your edge rush? And if you have an edge rush, immediately it's going to make your cornerbacks look better. It's going to make your linebackers look better. Why do you think we had Pro Bowl corners, 20 years ago when we had that phenomenal defense? Is because we had fucking Simeon Rice on the edge. We had Warren Sapp in the 3 technique. I mean, it was just nasty. And you had Rodney Barber. Yeah, just so instead of giving these guys 8 seconds to get wide open over the middle, they got 2 seconds and fucking your hair's on fire. You got to throw the ball away. You have to do something.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's what the Bucks used to be known for was like how strong.
I remember the year
defense was.
Brian Kelly got 10 interceptions.
Yeah.
Fun story. When I got hired to run the mailroom at One Buck Place, I was taking my picture for my ID, and Brian Kelly walked in front of me and saw that I was taking a picture and just pulled his shirt up and showed his tit. And then was like, hee hee, and then walked away. It was one of my favorite. And the smile in my fucking like ID picture is so big. Like, 'cause I was just like, oh my God.
Like, what is happening?
This is my first day here, and I just saw Brian Kelly's tit.
You've told us 2 stories about that job, and the first one was Derek Brooks's dick. So you've seen it was what a weird time to be in NFL.
As a fan, it was pretty exciting, Johnny.
In this show, we have first day. Are you going to kill this horse? And here, look at my titty. I play in the NFL.
I'm a fucking Pro Bowl cornerback.
I kind of wish the horse would have showed me its dick and its tit. It would have been a lot better. I'd probably still be working there. Very, very sad.
Anyway, great story. Great guy. Great game.
We got the new offensive coordinator, Josh Grizzard.
He just hasn't. We promoted from within, which I like, but I just who knows? I don't know what to think yet.
Yeah, I know what to think. I did a little research on him. He's actually got a pretty good little pedigree. He's only been coaching in the NFL for about 5 years, but he's one of these guys that's fast rising. It's considered kind of like a I don't want to say like a genius or anything like that, but he started out like an assistant coach. Yeah, he's one of these guys, like almost like a prodigy. Like everybody that he's been an assistant for has said this guy has an unbelievable football mind, and he has moved himself like up the ranks to the point where he's like an assistant offensive coordinator. He's been a quarterback's coach, everything else. I want to say he went to Yale and then became a student or a graduate coach there, and he moved around. He was at Baylor with that coach that went to Carolina and failed, Rule. He was his assistant coach. I think he was with the Rams for a half a second, if I'm not mistaken. But everybody, when they talked to a lot of the Bucs offensive players after he got promoted, they could not have been happier. Two reasons. They really believe in the guy being like a genius level, like play caller, but also continuity. Like they're not losing all the offense that they've learned with Duval, right? So they're going to
start over.
Yeah, he was his underling. So
yeah, they're going to have the same kind of language and everything else that they use with the old offense. But of course, with this guy that might even be better, than Cohen.
Yeah, maybe he's better.
Yeah, because everybody freaked out when we lost Canales because we had a good offense, and then Cohen came in and we had a better offense. So this guy, they call him Grizz. He might even be better than Cohen character-wise. He's not going to be a douche, So the team's happy about it. And Baker Mayfield, he doesn't give a shit. He's had 8 offensive coordinators in 8 years in the NFL. He knows he's great, right? So as long as he's got a decent offensive coordinator, that can get the job done, Baker's going to be Baker, and all the weapons around him are. It's all about players at the end of the day, and we got fucking talent across the board on offense, and we're going to get more in the draft and everything else. So I'm not worried about the offense at all. I'm worried about us getting that defense.
Yeah, I was kind of fucking bummed out a week ago, but now it seems like it's going to be okay.
I'm excited to have Bucky Irving and know what he is for a whole season. I think he's going to go early, and he's going to be a steal in a lot of fantasy football drafts.
Yeah, I mean, there was a debate with Bucky Irving whether he was, RB1 halfway through the season, right?
Yeah, he's not a big guy.
It doesn't matter. Like, think about this. Graham Barton in year 2, like he was a rookie playing center and played really well. Now he's a veteran coming in, with a whole year under his belt. Cody Mauch going into year 3. He looked way better in year 2. All pro left tackle, really solid right tackle in Gedeke. So yeah, Bredesen's really the only guy that's not like a Pro Bowl style, guard. And we might even like replace him in free agency or something. So the offensive line's studly. Our defensive line's really good on the other side of the ball.
You said it. In the middle, we are very strong in that.
Yeah, we just need
the outside. Nothing.
We need to draft a corner. We need to draft a solid corner. McCollum, I thought, looked really, really good this year. So I thought he was our best corner. We draft another corner, maybe pick one up in free agency, maybe one that won't get injured in training camp like the 4 that we got. But yeah, we just got to like button up a couple little things. We got little holes in there. We got to plug up before we put that boat in the water. No. But I don't think this coach thing is going to be that big of a deal. I like the fact that we kept our assistant GM. The Jaguars came after Greenberg, and yesterday he told them, nope, I'm staying right here. He's like best friends with Jason Light. Their families do everything together. He's going to end up being a GM somewhere, but not for the Jaguars, especially not after what they pulled with Cohen. So they requested to see him, and he was like, go fuck yourself. So we're good there. I'm excited about the season coming up. It's been a long time since I felt super confident going into a season, but Baker showed he could throw 41 touchdowns and 4,500 yards for passing. And the whole team, they fought. Even when they lost, they fought their ass off this year. So
I liked what I saw from McMillan at the end of the year. Like I kind of was worried, and then the end of the year, I was like, okay, all right, he's good. Dude. We're not totally fucked on that one.
We re-signed Godwin, and McMillan's coming in like looking like a real pro in the last 6 games, and Evans he hasn't really lost a step. He still looks great.
I'm not worried about Mike Evans at all.
No.
He's going to get 1,000 yards and fucking 9 touchdowns.
Cade Otton proved he can have 100-yard games when they need him to. When Evans and Godwin was out, fucking Cade Otton blew the fuck up. So like I said, the offense is talented, like super talented.
They're looking to shine. These guys are like, whatever, we'll step right the fuck back up and keep the season going.
That's why I think Myles Garrett would be like, oh, Tampa, huh? Interesting. They were,
Can I go to a team?
They could. If I stepped onto their team, I could be a main reason they win or play for a Super Bowl.
Well,
because they need me.
2 reasons why he would want to come here. 1, he'd look bad as fuck in a Bucks uniform, right? 2,
he's a superhero. He'd look fucking badass in anything.
But 2, no state income tax. Like your money goes so much further when you play for a Florida team or a Texas team because you don't get fucking jacked for 30% of your fucking
I think he
money.
just wants to get out of Cleveland. If you've ever been to Cleveland, you just want to go anywhere but Cleveland.
Dude, I tried to get traded for the weekend when I was at the Improv up there. I was like, I don't want to be here, man. Somebody please. I demand a trade. I don't want to do tomorrow's shows. I'm in the hood.
Speaking of trades, you want to go into Luka Doncic?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Are you guys?
You're nailing the segues today.
Are you guys going to trade me off the podcast if I get too fat?
No.
No way, dude. We're a fat friendly community here.
Fat, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, dude.
fucking that's body shaming.
If you get too fat, just raise your hand. The camera will back up for you. Everything will be fine.
This is why I wanted to talk about this because I was like, "There's gonna be some good fat jokes in here."
It's just so funny when it comes to professional athletes. If they gain 10 pounds, they're like, "Look at this fucking hog." You know, I'm like, there's not a girl in fucking LA that wouldn't blow this fucking Eastern Bloc sexy man in a half a second.
If you've ever been to Europe, he looks like a normal guy, like not an in shape guy, but not a fat guy. He looks like a normal European dude.
Right.
Like
and then you're like, oh, he's
guy.
Also like one of the best basketball players on earth.
Dude, I'm not a big basketball fan, but I will watch a game with certain players in it. Like I will watch a Mavs game. Well, not now. But I love to watch that guy play. He's just so fucking good in every way besides defense. But I like watching him play. I like watching Jokic play. I like watching Anthony Edwards play. These guys are fucking fun to watch. So him going to LA, it's going to be interesting because the rumors are LeBron's not sticking around. You know, he's going to go to Golden State, maybe something like that.
I think now he has to think about it. I mean, if they can get him, if they can get Luka into shape and like really play together, if they mesh,
there you go, fat shaming again.
If they can get Luka's fat fucking ass under control,
jersey to fit him,
and his big sloppy dumpers hanging out the back of his shorts.
But is this a good trade for LA though?
Yes, hell yes.
Yeah, the Mavs are dumb, dude.
The Mavs were so stupid to do that.
Anthony Davis has played the same amount of games that he's sat out in his NBA career.
That's sad. Yeah, I mean,
it's like I mean,
and he's old. He's like 30 now. He's just he's 31. Like it's not going to get any. It doesn't. Your body doesn't improve as you get older. Yeah,
especially when you're 7 foot tall, you die early normally. But here's people like a lot of people aren't basketball fans unless they live in a basketball city, right? I wish Tampa had a team so I could be more invested in the league.
Yeah.
But I do know one thing for a fact: the significance of this trade would be like, if you want to compare it to the NFL, it would be like Kansas City trading Patrick Mahomes. That's how big this is,
right?
and like only half the sports world really even like made a big deal of it. I'm like looking around, going, does everybody see what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? Like I'm texting people like, holy fuck, did you see this? And they're like, I don't care. I'm like, what is going on?
I don't know. I saw the headlines and I was like, oh, well, they must have got like a bunch of other shit or something like
one kind of old guy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I don't. He had to have done something to piss the owners off. The funny
part
part
is,
have
to take Bronny or something.
Oh no, not Bronny. I bet that's what LeBron was like. No, don't take Bronny.
That's my baby.
Not my son.
Did you see? I guess Mark Cuban is only a minority owner now, right? Which is weird that a white guy's a minority. But they showed him at the game. He's like sitting on the sideline, and he found out like everybody else found out, like on Instagram. He's like sitting. You see him looking at his phone, like what the fuck? Like, and then he made sure he said in a press conference,
not me.
I had nothing to do with it. I'm not a moron.
This hurts my investment.
This is not Shark Tank approved.
I had one of the most marketable players on earth, and I lost him.
That's probably why
those Lakers 77 jerseys. Those things are gonna be fired.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what he said to the other owners. The other owners like, we want to trade Luka, and he's like, okay, I'm out.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Can't be part of this. Yeah, it's very, very weird. So, but I kind of like that the NBA is is getting some attention for something, that's kind of interesting and fun like that instead of just dumb shit. You know what I mean?
I love a good big shocking trade.
Yeah.
In any sport. I don't care what sport it is. I love that,
deadline.
man. Like one of the best players. I remember back in the day when like that Champ Bailey got traded for Clinton Portis. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Those are two of the best players on earth.
It's fun unless it's your favorite player.
No, yeah.
Back to football real quick. You were talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, but I don't think that's the most interesting relationship romance that's happening at the Super Bowl. I think it's Patrick Mahomes and referees. Did you see? I think it was like a podcaster or something, but they let like all kinds of media people in to talk to the players, and you can go look it up. Somebody asked Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, and Kelce's answer was kind of funny, but Mahomes almost just crumbled. But the guy goes, he asked Patrick Mahomes, he goes, who's your favorite referee? Since they're always giving you 15-yard penalties anytime you want to. He said it straight up to him. And then somebody else said that to Patrick or to Kelce. They go, so, you guys, how much do you love these referees, that just give you these ridiculous penalties and give you first downs whenever you need them? And Travis Kelce goes, oh, cool question. Next.
Cool question. Dipshit.
But that's what he deserved. Like sometimes bullying people is okay. Fuck that guy.
Could you imagine the balls of though? If you're a reporter, you got credentialed. Like you fucking. Dude. It's not easy to get credentialed.
Next.
Did you see Jameis? Did you see Jameis's reporting on the Super Bowl?
I haven't seen it yet. I was going to watch the
fucking goon.
I don't know why everybody
he interviewed
likes him.
Saquon and he was like, Saquon, I need a job. Where do you think I should go?
And
Saquon was like, "What the fuck?"
Everybody panders to it. I think he's a fucking goof. I used to be
he's a goon.
Yeah, he's playing it up.
No, man.
Fuck him.
NFL has to think about like bringing in, that's why Taylor Swift is so big. They need new fans. They have to bring in the young people. And Jameis is like the same as when they air the game on Nickelodeon.
He's like a reality star. Like, just stop it, man. He's like, did you see him?
Jameis Winston is like the NFL's equivalent of like Jaden Smith wearing a castle on his head to the Grammys.
Fuck that guy too. Fuck all the Smith.
It's just attention.
No, Jaden Smith isn't likable at all. He doesn't have that Southern charm.
No, the last time I saw a video of him, he was like grabbing Justin Bieber's ass and forcing him to kiss him at Bonnaroo or something.
What
is
video
that real? Are you sure this wasn't AI?
No, like he was just like, you could tell he was almost bullying.
Are you sure
Justin
this wasn't
Bieber.
your own dreams?
Nah, dude, no, I wasn't even masturbating this time. No, but it was a real awkward thing. Like Justin Bieber just kind of like said, "Hey man, what's up?" And he walks up and he's like grabbing his ass and he like kisses him all over his neck, and you could just tell Bieber's like, "All right, dude." Like it looked like Bieber was at 5 o'clock in the morning at a Diddy party, and he just wanted to get out there.
I was gonna say first Diddy, then Usher, now fucking Will Smith's kid. I'm better than this.
All right, Bieber needs to go back to Canada and stay there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like some sort of Hollywood pact, or like you little Canadian little fucking punk ass little white boy bitch.
Finger Justin Bieber. That's the
any famous people from Canada get fingered.
They just have one
do
big.
You have a secret sport?
Yeah,
that doesn't have anything to do with molesting a Canadian.
let's,
Boom! Segue, nailed it.
Matt with the segues.
Yeah, man. Your picture looks like you're admiring the hedges you just got done clipping.
That's what
you
it was.
look like you're looking at me trying to pay that kid in the other picture.
Just judging you.
You're like,
oh, Matt, what have you become?
That should be a segment. We just roast pictures of ourselves.
All right. So,
holy shit.
Oh, my God.
This is by request from Johnny B, and this is armored mixed martial arts. So
I watched it for 5 hours one day.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
This is so good.
Is brutal.
This is badass. Why is this not a thing?
It is a thing. It has thousands of
fans.
like
being like, it should be a huge thing.
It's on its way.
Yeah, dude.
So, there's got to be like no rules. You're wearing a suit of armor.
So this is how I think this came about. I have an idea of how this happened. There was some LARPing going on in a park. And 2 of the 100 LARPers was just way too tough for the nerds. They're like, they're really hurting us, man.
They're actually
they came out in actual like metal armor.
No, I told you guys last week. I saw a demo of this at like a craft fair or something, and they were like actually beating the shit out of each other.
You mean like a medieval fair, not a craft fair?
Way to butch up that craft fair, fucking bitch.
I think they succeeded in butching up the craft fair.
We do a craft fair, but it's not gay. I saw two dudes fight to the death.
Two dudes fight each
Bought
other.
a keychain made out of yarn, and then a guy murdered a dude. It's fucking crazy. I want to go.
But yeah, it was I thought it was LARPing at first. I thought that's what I was like about to watch or whatever. Like they were gonna have like foam swords and stuff. No, they fuck each other up. Let's drop.
So I mean, it started off with
fight.
like a mouthful of blood. That was
Dude,
pretty
so
intense.
good, dude.
Yeah. Let me
If
throw
this
another
comes
one
to
up here.
Tampa, I'm getting season tickets.
Oh, for sure. Can we?
This is
like,
coming to
dude,
Orlando.
let's link up and we'll go.
Yeah, dude.
I would definitely go to this. I'm already on board.
We'll take mushrooms and go watch this.
Let's take mushroom. Oh, I mean,
This is not a mushroom. This is like fucking hard whiskey. This is not a mushroom vibe.
So it's in like an octagon, and it has like similar rules to like MMA fighting. Like you can't like hit people in the back of the head with the axe.
Oh, boo. You're wearing armor. I should be able to fucking twist your head off.
I think your brains are still getting beat in when you're
Yeah, man.
You got whack
like a
rules like
football
you
helmet.
can't hit them with a chainsaw while it's running.
Chainsaw hands are not allowed. But yeah, I went to the website to look at the rules, and they don't even bother to post them because no one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
That's not. I don't care about the rules. So you fight in rounds, or you
Yeah,
just go?
it's just like MMA rounds, and
Okay.
you can get knocked out, you can get TKO'd, and you can tap as well.
The best is ground and pound. When one of them falls down, the guy gets on top of him and he starts fucking beating him in the head with the goddamn sword. Oh, it's
With
so
a
good.
sword, or sometimes they take the shield and they just use it like a power fist, like Captain America.
Yeah,
just hit
dude.
them in the head.
Just pound like, oh man,
You remember Soul Calibur, the video game? That's what this is, kind of.
get out of my head, Johnny B.
The guy dropped the sword and he's like, fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead. I like the referee's got like a staff. He's like,
Well, the clip I sent you guys the other day, the referee didn't have any armor on, and I was like concerned for him.
yeah, you said I'm worried about the referee.
Because he was just wearing a polo like it was a regular MMA fight, and I'm like, how are you going to get him?
All right,
between
guys, knock it off. Oh, you got my jugular.
You were so concerned with the referee, you're like Patrick Mahomes for like 10 minutes.
them? Yeah.
Yeah, this is this clip needs to be a little better. Come on, kill somebody already.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm fast forwarding.
just kneeing them.
I mean,
oh,
They're doing Muay Thai with swords.
I need more swords. Like, why are you even kicking? Like, what are you
why does
doing?
he got a cape?
That's stupid. Hit him with your sword, dumbass.
Yeah, dude.
Stab him.
No one wants to see you fucking knee each other.
Defense is like so important now. Like when they block, like that's everything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta block these
They
fucking
incorporate-
kids.
It's
incorporate
vital to not get
judo
hit in the
and
head with a
wrestling.
fucking warhammer.
Right. Look at this guy. This guy's like
Super important.
this guy looks like he's having a
Oh.
baby, dude. Holy shit, legs up
What
in the
happened?
You really want to not get your fucking head crushed.
What happened? I fast forwarded too far.
Oh,
air. Yeah,
God.
you did. He had a baby.
Oh, he
This
just
guy
went
is
over there and
reevaluating.
collapsed.
You just-
Look at
I'm
him.
gonna go over here and die now.
He's like
That's what death looks like. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
happen.
just
It's not
hit
like
him
in
in
the
the head.
movies. You just kind of go sit down and then you die.
Did you see his face? I could read his thoughts. He was like, the rest of my friends are in a bowling league. What the fuck am I
Yeah, what
doing?
am I fucking doing here? These guys get paid $100 or
Yeah,
something.
I mean,
I look like an
those
asshole.
suits of armor have to cost like thousands of dollars. They're
Yeah.
not cheap.
And he still got knocked out. And then fucking some no-haired fucking lady is over there trying to tend to him. Look at this. Holy
Hey,
shit.
Phil, you okay?
Hey,
So
11.
yeah, that is
11,
that
bring
is
me some water.
AMMA.
Oh, awesome stuff.
That is AMMA. I
Yeah.
think it's highly watchable, and if it comes, it's coming to Orlando. I saw.
I'm gonna get
Or-
hammered. Yeah.
Or if we want to go to Nashville, I think it happens in Nashville quite a bit. I think that's where it's headquartered at.
AMMA is in Nashville?
Yeah.
Do they,
I want to see it during Pride Week. I want to see
do they
gay,
ride dragons to the fight?
I want to see gay MMA. That's what I want.
I'm pretty sure if you looked that up, you'd be able to find it, Johnny. Go ahead and Google that.
Oh my god, it's just the hardest slaps you've ever seen in your life.
We're gonna get the opposite of thick Latinas. Big, beefy white dudes.
Fucking each other in arm bars.
Just all bears. Yeah.
Gross. Oh
It's
man.
fucking great.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's see, what show do I have
I
this
know I'm
week?
so horny now.
I'm so horny, I gotta bounce. February 8th, Saturday. This Saturday, Quentin Green and me and Jander Gray are going to be at Jack Polino's in downtown Dunedin. There's still a few tickets left for that, so go to Jack Polino's website or just call them for tickets.
That sounds fantastic, fellas. That sounds like a good time. What do you got coming up there, Matt? Any good shows?
February 21st, the Vice City Comedy Fest. I'll be at the Villain Theater in Miami. Shows at 10:30 and 11:30. MattFernandezWorld.com
That
for
sounds
all the dates.
Yeah, the
And,
Villain Theater sounds cool.
It'll be fun. Yeah, should be cool.
Yeah, Miami. It sounds like a good time. I got March coming up. Tiki Cove in Lutz. I'll be headlining there on the 15th of March. I'll be back at the Laugh Out Lounge on the 20th of March for Johnny B's Filthy 4. It's the dirtiest comedy show on the planet. We'll be doing that out in Winter Haven. And a lot of other shows that are coming up also. So go to johnnybcomedy.com. You'll be able to see all that. And, of course, go to all our social media and subscribe to all of them. Follow all of us on all of it. Matt Fernandez World, John J.S. Planet, and, of course, Johnny B. Tampa and JRB Comedy. Follow him. He gets giddy inside. You know what I mean? He's like, all I do is 5-minute sets in shitty clubs, and now I got a follower. You gotta go get him. You know, make him feel like a real boy. He's a good one.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. Please
he's not
subscribe
gonna hear that, right?
on YouTube.
No, he's gone.
I love
He's
him.
gone. Don't worry. He'll probably watch this later.
We
But
won't tell
anyway,
him you said anything nice about
comment on our clips. Subscribe and follow on all social media platforms. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Remember, we're video on Spotify and YouTube and audio everywhere else. And yeah, let's get out of here. I'm going to hit the music. Johnny, if you want to hit the outro video.
I mean, outro video sounds good to me.
Should I give the Elon Musk goodbye?
I got it. It's
That
a
one?
No. Well, now we're canceled.